Hey and welcome to the Postapocalyptic Garage. In the last 2 weeks we uploaded no videos. For the guys who follow us on Facebook, they know that we were on a big contract on a big Styrian hotel, cutting down some trees, so that's the reason for no videos in the last 2 weeks. There were also 2 or 3 things that are not going according to plan, so let me take 1 or 2 seconds to explain to you why we don't uploaded videos. So the contract on the hotel was not our only reason. As you can maybe already see, I finally managed to wreck my face and also in this process managed to completely wreck my old camera. More on that in the end of the video. And then on this weekend there was a big hammer striking us. I always thought that the story of YouTube is automatically unsubscribing people from channels is just a myth. But unfortunately, it's reality. So stay tuned till the end of the video when I tell you how I lost 300 subscribers in just 12 hours. And also stay tuned for my approach on how to make YouTube great again. But for now, just continue today's video. Today, we are going to talk about resources in a post-apocalyptic scenario. Things like wood and metal are pretty easy to find. When the shit hits the fan, there will be a lot of scrap metal around, and even today there are lots and lots of sources of wood. But especially when you're going to arm yourself, sooner or later you will run out of ammunition. We've already showed you in a previous episode how to reload empty cartridges with matches, and today we're going to focus on the projectiles. Before the introduction of lead-free and composite materials in ammunition production, most of the ammunition were made from lead. In a post-apocalyptic world there will be not many resources for efficiently harvesting lead. There is some lead in paint, there's also some lead in different electronic devices. The most common and widely available source of lead will be the good old acided lead car battery. Like this one here, from a truck. The basic materials of batteries like this is for one acid and lead plates, so we have to drain the acid from the battery without polluting the environment, and we have to cut open the battery to get to the lead plates. And for all the safety enthusiasts out there, we will take some acid resistant gloves, like this one. We will take a fan like this for blowing out the fumes, and as the last line of protection, a good old German World War II gas mask. So let's start! One thing left to say for me, don't try this at home. So what we have left now is a good amount of sulfuric acid. At least I think it's sulfuric acid because it smells a lot like rotten eggs. And our empty battery. Last question for now. How to cut the plastic stuff up? And I have 2 options for this. So which one will be more post-apocalyptic? I think it's this one. So now that I have the battery open, we can see that it consists of 3 basic parts. There's some kind of mesh which divides the lead plates, and there are some kind of fiber pockets which are basically feels like cardboard, which are hollow, and inside of them there are your lead components. I've said it earlier, don't try this at home, and I don't want any of my younger viewers to go out in the garage and try this themselves. This, as well as some other projects on the garage here, are just meant to prove the concept. If you're really in the situation where you're gonna need this, you will figure out a way to open a thing like this up. So here you can see perfectly how the layers are divided. You have your wire mesh, and between them you have your pockets. And if you open them up, you can extract pretty good chunks of lead from inside of them. Just as easy as that. We are not going to take down the whole battery, just a small little patch to prove the concept, and now we are going to prepare it for melting it down. So now we have rinsed the stuff with a pretty decent amount of water, and as you can see, for only using about 20% of the battery's content, we're having a pretty good amount of lead or lead-like material so far. So just take out the blowtorches and the stainless steel container. Let's see if we can melt it. So now we are going to speed up this whole process a little bit by taking our homemade forge from one of our last videos and using it like a little melting furnace. So it looks like that we have our first real fail here at the garage. Our stainless steel container burned through, and now we have all the lead spilled out from the bottom of the forge. So what we have here now are the remaining pieces from the components of the battery, which are not lead, which are staying behind in our container. And as you can see right here, there are still bits of molten metal all over the coals of my furnace, but I think the most part of it get out on the bottom here. So we will take that and continue on with what we have. Okay, so there you have it. The first project after such a long time, and it ended in what looks like a complete failure. But when you look it up closely, it's not a complete fail at all. It looks like the hot coals in the furnace are acting a little bit like the coals in a blast furnace, which is used in industrial iron production. So it filtered out a lot of the impurities. In this batch there's a lot less impurities than I thought there will be, and I think this amount of lead will be good for at least 10 to 15 projectiles of different calibers. So what we're going to do in our next video is making some forms for casting 8mm Mauser projectiles and some 12 gauge slugs. If you haven't seen the video where we make our homemade forge, check it out, all links in the comment section below. And I also want to apologize for such a long time without any video from us, and also the quick and dirty video from today. For me now it's going back to the contract which I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And if you want to have some news like this instant and not with a delay like today, just be sure to give us a like on Facebook, because there we will post the stories of our day-to-day life, and so you will be right up to every news from the garage. Okay, so now for the stories which happened in the last 2 weeks. This little cut right here was made in a video filming a little session about hand-to-hand combat between me and Bernd. So to keep this story short, we fought with 2 sticks and yeah, he won. In the process of getting unconscious and falling over, I'll hit the mount of my camera and took it down with me. So I've not only destroyed my face, but also destroyed the camera. So I went to the electronics store and got a new camera, got a new microphone, just to enhance the quality on future videos. And then I got home and checked the analytics on YouTube. And I noticed that in one single night there were 300 subscribers missing. So for being inactive for 2 weeks, YouTube has cancelled 300 subscribers. So maybe for a channel with over 1 million subscribers that will not be a great deal, But for me, with a little bit over 10,000 subs, it's a real pain in the butt. We are really having a great community now. It's always a pleasure to reading through all the comments. Even when I don't have time to answer them, I read them for sure. And I, as well as my brother, are really liking it to make videos for you guys and sharing parts of our day-to-day life. The point is, we have to make money on our day-to-day basis. We are not big enough to live from YouTube right now. So we have to take contracts like in the previous time of the channel to make a living, basically. What we are planning though is to get this YouTube thing really great and to have a really big channel with a really big community and to share our knowledge and our experience with you guys. What I want to say with that is that I'm not going to bitch around like this and to say please, please, please and everything else. If you really like this channel, please share it with your friends, please tell them that we are here and maybe they like it. When not, it's not a problem at all, but we are the community. And we are bigger than some advertisers who are demonetizing videos. And that you guys on YouTube, which have enabled the auto unsubscribe feature in one of your last updates, just remember this one thing. We are the community. Advertisers are paying you because we watch videos. And because we make videos. And some of us even live from the videos. So don't fuck around with our subs. And make YouTube great again.
Why don't you quit your bitching and go to hell? Why don't you eat shit and go fuck yourself?
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see us next time. Have a nice evening and goodbye.